courtyard was a hidden alcove nestled within the ancient stone walls of the manor. Moss clung to the rough-hewn bricks and ivy crept upward as if trying to scale the heights of forgotten romance. It was a place where time stood still, where echoes of whispered promises lingered in the damp air. On this gray afternoon, rain tapped against the cobblestones, creating a delicate rhythm. The sky wept, and the courtyard became a sanctuary for lost souls seeking solace. She arrived first, a figure wrapped in a cloak of mist. Her footsteps were soft, barely audible, as if the rain itself carried her across the threshold. Her name was Isabella, and she bore the weight of 1,000 unspoken words. Her heart, like the courtyard, held secrets. He fur a silhouette emerging from the mist. His name was Gabriel, and he carried the weight of a different burden. The ache of longing, his eyes the color of storm clouds, scanned the courtyard, seeking something he couldn't name. And there, beneath the dripping archway, they collided. A collision of fate and desire. Raindrops clung to Isabella's lashes, turning her gaze into a shimmering pool. Gabriel's breath caught as he beheld her, a vision in gray and silver. "You," he whispered, as if the word held all the answers. "Me," she replied, her voice a fragile melody. "Why are you here?" He stepped closer, raindrops merging with tears on his cheeks. "I've been waiting for what?" Neither of them knew, but the courtyard had drawn them together, its stones etched with invisible runes of longing. Isabella reached out, her fingers brushing rain-slicked hair from Gabriel's forehead. "Waiting for rain." He shook his head. "Waiting for you." The courtyard held its breath, as if aware of the fragile dance unfolding within its confines. Raindrops fell, each one a whispered secret. "I've dreamt of you," Isabella confessed, "in moonlight and thunderstorms, in the spaces between heartbeats." Gabriel's hand found hers, and their fingers entwined, a promise written in skin and rain. "And I," he murmured, "have searched for you in every shadow and forgotten corner." They stood there, rain-kissed and soul-bared, as if the courtyard had become a confessional. The world outside ceased to exist. Time unraveled. "Why?" Isabella asked, her voice barely louder than the raindrops. Gabriel's gaze held hers, a tempest of longing, because sometimes two souls recognize each other across lifetimes. Because rain carries memories, and this courtyard is our shared memory. Isabella leaned into him, and he wrapped his arms around her, a shelter against the storm. "What do we do now?" she whispered. Gabriel kissed her forehead, rain mingling with salt. "We write our own story in verses and raindrops, in whispered secrets and stolen glances." And so, in that rain-kissed courtyard, they began a tale of love and longing, etched into the very stones that cradled them. The rain wept, and they wept with it, for all the lost years, the promise unspoken. And as the first light of dawn touched the ivy-clad walls, Isabella and Gabriel held each other, rain-soaked and reborn. In the courtyard, where raindrops fell like secrets, they met, a collision of hearts, a beginning written in water and ink. And the courtyard, ancient witness to countless stories whispered,